So what's the phrase, money is the root of all evil? Well, I'm not so convinced. I'm beginning to think that it's project management, or at least the way that we run digital projects. You see, I've worked with many organisations, from huge multinational companies that span the globe to solo businesses run by a single person. And I've worked with both in-house teams and external agencies. Yet, despite this enormous variety of people that I've worked with, it seems that the root of many of their problems boil down to the same thing: how they run projects. Those in-house teams of large organisations find that a lot of their projects grind to a halt, crippled by complexity, legacy and stakeholders. Meanwhile, small external agencies regularly underestimate the cost of their projects and they struggle to manage their clients. Almost all projects I encounter in my job seem to run over budget and take longer than they were planned to take. And it seems that they all create unnecessary stress and everybody's so wound up the whole time. And the irony is, it doesn't need to be this way. We need to stop running digital projects like we're building a factory or making some other physical deliverable. Digital is different. Instead, we need to use a more flexible approach, one that utilizes the flexibility and the data that digital provides to run our projects in a more agile way. And I'm not just talking about an agile methodology for building digital services. I'm also talking about taking those hard to define, unwieldy projects that often are sent our way and breaking them down into something more manageable. We need to stop providing estimates for large projects that are based on little more than an educated guess. Yes, I know we're under pressure to do that, but at the end of the day, it just leads to problems. Instead, we need to break those big projects down into easy to define chunks that we can then cost more accurately. What's more is we can learn from each chunk, and that can be used to inform the next part, ensuring that we're always building the right thing and staying within budget. Now, this is a subject I'm really into at the moment, and I recently covered it in a post for Smashing magazine. However, I've also gone into a lot more of the practicalities and depth in a free Skillshare course that I've recently released, and you're more than welcome to check it out. It's a course that was sponsored by the team at Cloudways, and it's supposed to help agency owners run their e-commerce builds more effectively, because Cloudways are seeking to promote their e-commerce starter bundle. However, the techniques I share in this course basically are helpful for anybody building a digital service and can work just as well for in-house teams or any kind of digital project. Of course, getting stakeholders and clients to think differently about running projects is no easy challenge, and that's why the course also gets into how to convince others to approach things more effectively and in a more agile way. So, if you're frustrated by your digital projects and how they seem to go, whether you work in-house or for an outside supplier, I do recommend you check out either my Smashing article or my hour-long Skillshare course, or in fact both. I can honestly say that since adopting the kind of techniques I share in these two resources, things have gone considerably smoother in pretty much every project I run.